Another episode of With the Chiefs.
Wait. Man, I need more rest.
I hope I've got your last name right there.
It's a very good pronunciation.
You should know better than that now, Dom.
I know.
And we're back.
We're back.
Welcome back to another episode.
We are back.
We are back. Is it us we're back or someone else back? We're back with a brand new camera.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't know how relevant that information is.
Yeah.
But we're testing out
We got it. I don't know. All the gear. Yep.
all the gear, simplicity. It's
Yep.
just an iPhone. Oh, I shouldn't have revealed that. Anyway, what's been happening, Dom?
Mate, heaps. No, it's been, going well.
Yeah.
Only, 8 days out till UTA?
Oh, geez, that's coming in
Or 9 days?
quick.
I don't know. Yeah, far out. It's coming around, though.
Yeah. What's the anticipation like?
High, very high anticipation levels.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny, like, it felt like it's been just off in the distance for so long.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh shit. I saw, like, there was a post saying 10 days left, and it was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. But yeah, it's been good. I did my gear check on the weekend.
Oh, what's
Yep.
involved in the gear check, especially for someone like Dom who doesn't... Sorry, I'm just judging right now, but doesn't like a lot of gear.
Yeah. Well, I think it's, I've learnt that it's one of the most important things in ultra running.
Okay.
From my past experiences. I bought a new jacket. Did I mention that previously? I don't know.
I think so, but
Yeah.
fill us in on the details of the jacket.
But yeah,
Because you were trying to get the weight down.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the new jacket's like 200 grams, and the old one I had was like 600.
Yep.
And
There's a big difference.
yeah, it's the weight, and then the new one I've got as well. You can just fold up, like it just folds into its hood,
Yeah.
and you can just like pack it away easy. Whereas the other one,
What brand was the old one and what's the new one?
the old one was like Decathlon, and the new one's
Decathlon.
Salomon.
Ah, serious.
Yeah.
Very serious gear.
Yep. No, we're not mucking around.
Yeah.
But
Another sponsor potentially, but anyway.
yeah, Salmon if you're out there.
Yeah, see how you go in 8 days' time. So
Yeah, but running with the jacket has made such a big difference. Like my pack doesn't bobble around or anything anymore, and it feels like light and doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything, which is weird because all my previous experiences of wearing a pack have been like, oh, this sucks. Like,
why does it make the pack not move around?
maybe because it's like more compact.
Okay.
So like whereas the other jacket was like big and kind of spaced out and stuff.
Yep.
And it would just kind of like bounce it around a bit. Whereas this one's like just all tucked up together and it doesn't really move that much.
Oh,
Um,
right. Okay.
yeah.
You mean in the
bag.
Yeah, I was like picturing you wearing it, being like, why is your bag not moving? Because you're wearing a jacket.
Oh, right,
That's
yeah.
literally what I thought. Anyway, shouldn't
yeah.
have admitted that.
The gear check, went down and saw Liam Wolford
Oh yeah,
at Bully at Pace.
Pace. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Nice guy. He helped Mum out fitting her pairs of shoes.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
he's a
patient.
champion.
Her mum doesn't listen to that.
But he kind of just read through the checklist and I pulled out all the parts of the bag.
Yep.
You get audited on the course as well. Like,
Really?
You run past like a check station or whatever, and someone will say, "Oh, where's your high vis?" or something like that, and then you got to open up your pack and find your high vis and show them. And I think it's like 2 hours penalty or something if you don't have
Really?
the right gear. Yeah.
Well, I guess it gets dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a safety thing.
Yeah.
But it is kind of annoying. I think UTA is like one of the most like comprehensive events.
Checklist.
Yeah.
Have there been any issue, like a lot of health safety things in the past that you know of? Or not
No,
really?
I don't think so. Nothing I'm aware of. Oh, but I'm sure like every year someone...
There's something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you're running in pretty like remote kind of areas. So
Yeah.
yeah. Like I think people like, I don't know, break their legs or pass out, or I don't know. Ultra running's a pretty crazy sport.
Pretty,
So,
as the length, the race time goes on, more potential for issues to occur.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So did that, which is good.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's in the checklist? So you got jacket?
Yeah, jacket, snake bandage.
Snake bandage?
Yeah.
What's snake bandage?
Oh, it's like a big like compression bandage.
Okay.
So like if you get a snake bite, you're meant to like wrap up the whole limb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then that like stops blood flow to and from the
Okay.
limb. And then hopefully you'll survive a little bit longer because the venom won't get around your body.
You'll survive a little bit longer. You're really attracting people to the ultra running sport. How long can you survive, Dom? Testing your knowledge here.
I got no
If
idea.
a brown snake bites you, then
we
you've got...
need Adrian to
Yeah,
field
we
these
need
questions.
Adrian. You got 47 minutes and 30 seconds to get to an aid station before you cark it.
Yeah. And that'd be 5 minutes if you didn't have your bandage. So
The good thing for the bandage.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, snake bandage.
Snake bandage. There's a whistle.
Oh, yeah.
In case you get lost and you
Call
need
out.
to- yeah. You got headlamp.
What's the whistle sound like?
Kind of like a.
Thanks for that, Dom.
You got a headlamp, and you need to have a backup light as well.
Yeah.
But I think I've talked about it in the past. Having a good headlamp makes a big difference. Like,
What brand?
Or headlamp it's called like, I don't know, Prizel or something like that, or I don't know. They do headlamps, and like I think that's their thing. They just do like running headlamps.
Oh,
or
right. So
camping
running,
headlamps.
there's specific ones for running for weight as well?
Mm.
Lighter or not
Nah,
really?
they're all pretty light. Yeah.
Okay.
But these one, I think it's like got 900 lumens, which I don't know what a lumen is.
It's a measure of brightness, I would imagine.
It is, yeah, but like what's one lumen? Oh, I think it's like candles actually. So it's like 9,000 candles.
Whoa.
Or 900 candles. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still a few candles.
There's a lot of candles. Yeah.
I'm sure you're happy to be quoted on that as well, Dom.
Yeah, I could be way off. Like that's
That's
nothing.
still a lot of candles.
There's a lot of candles. Yeah. And then what else we got? Mandatory gear. You got to have food portions. So you need to have, I think, 2 gels or I don't know, bars or whatever in your packet.
Minimum
anytime.
of 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in case you get lost or whatever.
Yep.
And then you need to have 2 liters capacity of
Fluid.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've got my 2 bottles in the front, and then I've just got 2 empty ones in the back.
So you're going with bottles. That was always the
Yeah.
plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think kind of like the theory is that it's easier to kind of to take them out and refill them,
Yeah.
and then also to mix it up if you want to have like water and something else like a carbohydrate drink.
Right.
You can kind of change that over pretty quickly.
Yep.
Whereas if you're faffing around trying to get your blood out, you're just wasting time. And then what else have we got? Oh, you've got a fleece in case it gets cold. Thermal top, thermal pants, beanie, gloves, high-vis vest.
Did you take a high vis from work?
Yeah.
I thought so. That's a good option. I would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. I probably missed something. But,
What does the financials look like on this gear?
most of it's like not too bad actually. Like originally I got everything for I think under $200. But
Everything?
yeah. Well, I got like a
How?
free headlamp from the Red Bull event that I did. They were giving them out for free.
Okay. You know how to stretch $1, Dom. Bloody hell.
Yeah, and then like Decathlon for like thermals and stuff like that. And then I got a a fleece was pretty cheap. I think that was like $50, probably one of the more expensive things, but still pretty good. But everything was not too bad. But then I've splurged out and gotten a better headlamp and a better jacket.
Right. You rattling off all those different things, I would have thought it would be like $800 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
just with the jacket and...
Yeah, the jacket, like, I think the one I got was like $250.
Okay.
So that's like pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And the headlamp, I think, was like $100.
I thought you said $200 for everything.
No, well, originally I got a free headlamp and I got a $50 jacket.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
So, still, it won't break the bank too much getting into this ultra stuff.
No, yeah. Like, I thought as well, like, it was going to be so expensive. But you can do it on the cheap. But I think that, it's worthwhile getting a good headlamp and a good rain jacket.
Yeah.
Just because you can run so much easier with them.
Yeah. Well, it's not like Iron Man, which is great.
Yeah. Well, I guess the pack is pretty expensive as well.
Yeah.
The pack was $250.
Yeah.
But running to and from work, I've kind of like justified that I've made my money back.
Or you've saved it on petrol.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't cost you anything to... How do you... What are you carrying in that for? Do you have your laptop or...
Some days.
How's the laptop go in that? Because you're not running a small distance to work.
Yeah, the laptop goes all right.
Yeah.
But I just put it like closer to me so it doesn't bounce around too much.
Right.
And then, laptop and shoes, they're pretty heavy. And maybe that's why I think it feels a lot more comfy at the moment, because I'm used to kind of putting in quite a lot of stuff and like heavy kind of random objects for work. But, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So you're feeling... you got the gear ticked off.
Yep.
Feeling ready?
Off. Yep.
Ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's training look like?
Yeah, so last week, on Sunday, I did that big long run, 5 laps around the bay or whatever. So Monday was a rest day. Tuesday, I went down to Turbo Runners and just jogged around because I was still pretty heavy.
How did the long run go?
The long run was good. I felt like, I don't know, I've just been getting a bit bored of running on the trails and all the time.
Yeah.
So I just decided to do the long run around the bay and did like kind of marathon-ish kind of work.
Yeah.
Ran 5 laps of the bay with a gel each lap.
Yep.
It was pretty good. I was doing like 3:45, 3:50s.
Yep.
And then like stopped for probably a minute or max 2 minutes to have a gel each lap. So yeah, I thought that was solid. And then I ran to and from the bay as well, so it totaled to be like 44 Ks, which was good.
Jeez, I didn't check. I've not been on Strava.
But that was a while ago now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, then took Monday off, jogged Turbo Runners, and then Wednesday did 16 Ks on the trails, just at home, and like ran up and down a hill because I feel like I need more hills.
Yeah.
Thursday I went down to the track with Arthur and did a couple of 800s, but I wasn't really feeling it on the track. Like, I don't know, I just felt a bit tired and like can't be bothered.
Do you think you're still carrying the 44 Ks?
Yeah, possibly. I think like I didn't really know what I was going to do as well. Like when coming into it, I didn't have like a session in mind, and then I kind of like half committed to what Arthur was doing, and then half committed to what the Turbo guys were doing, and just ended up like not really that motivated.
Like split between the two.
Yeah. Whereas I think it's better if you're running with someone else, and like, yeah, I probably should have just jumped in with the Turbo guys.
Yeah, I find it hard to try and think about the session on the go as well.
Yeah,
it creates almost like an unfinished loop in your head where you're like, what am I doing
now?
Yeah. Should I do another 800?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I had those vibes on the track, which was, it was alright. Then Friday I took it off. Saturday was a big day. I did a trail run in the morning. I found like this pretty fun loop near home. It's got like some stairs, a bit of like trail, and then it comes out onto the streets onto this really steep hill where you have to like hike up it for maybe 50 meters or so, and then
Right.
and then it's like runnable, and then goes back downhill, and you do it all again. It was about 3Ks.
Where's that? Sorry, where'd you say?
Oh, that one's at like Greenwich. Yeah.
Have I ever done it?
No, I've never done it either.
Oh.
Well, I've done it. I've run bits of it before, but I just turned it into a little loop, and yeah, it was fun. Yeah, because it's like you got like this little section, like 1K of like stairs, and then like 1K of trail, and then 1K on the road, and yeah, it was fun to kind of break it up like that.
Yeah, right.
So
okay.
yeah, did that loop like 4 times with full pack and everything.
How'd you feel with the full pack and everything?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Getting dialed in.
Yeah, so that was the first time I think I've run with all the gear in there, and it felt good. Yeah, I was surprised how good it felt, because I thought, yeah, just had all these expectations that it was not going to be fun. Yeah, and then that afternoon I had a 5K race.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been literally just so out of the loop because I don't know about any of this.
Yeah.
I feel like when you delete Strava,
Yeah.
or just not checking, you're just like, what's everyone doing?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll talk more about that. Yeah. So how did that go?
Yeah, it was all right.
This doesn't sound very confident. Yeah.
I guess like having done the big run in the morning, like I did 21 Ks in the morning.
Yep.
On like a hilly, traily kind of loop. I didn't really have any expectations.
Yeah.
And then on the start line, there was like one other guy. I should know his name.
Too much time has elapsed for you to recover
Yeah.
it. If you need to check your phone, you
That's
don't
right.
know.
It'll come to me later. But he was like he's kind of like a sub 15-minute guy.
Okay.
And yeah, he was thinking that there was going to be a couple of other guys in the race who were about that level, but they didn't show up. So I don't know. I felt kind of bad for him. Like he's paid his entry fee to run a fast time and no one's around. So I went out with him for the first like 2.5K.
You probably don't even need to elaborate. I can already picture where this is going, but
And like we were kind of like working together, going like lap for lap at like 3-minute K pace. And yeah, I got to like 2.5K, and I think the lap before that I said to him, look, I've got one more lap in me, and then I'm gonna have to stop. So
that's a ballsy effort.
Yeah, I got round to 2.5K.
What was the split through? I'll let you.
Yeah, and then I like stopped completely and had like my hands on my knees and was like thinking about pulling out. But then I realized like, oh, hang on, the next group hasn't passed me yet. Like I may as well just jump back in with them and keep running. So by the time, I think we probably had, I don't know, 20 seconds or so on them. So by the time we caught up with them, I felt okay.
Yeah.
And I just ran the rest of the race with them. And
do you know what the 3K split was?
Oh, I would have lost like 20 seconds there.
Okay.
And I ran through 3K with the other guys. So,
Okay.
It would have been like 9:30 or something. Yeah. And then
Ballsy first 2Ks.
yeah. And then finished the race in 16:10, which is still pretty good.
It's like, pretty good.
From where I felt at 2.5 Ks, I was like, oh, I'm going to be lucky to finish. Like I'll run like 17 minutes or something.
Oh my God.
But
16:10
yeah,
in those circumstances, pretty good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. And
yeah.
Then the next day I went on the trails to Bobbin Head.
Yep.
With Arthur and a couple of other guys called Hector and Joe.
Good work, Dom.
Yeah, and that was pretty fun. It was meant to be 22K loop, but it ended up being 27 Ks. But that was because like we were just kind of running back to the last guy and then like picking him up and going again.
Yep.
And we got a little bit lost as well.
Was it like when we got lost in Yeah, where was it? Where were we with Otto?
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
Like
You had reception.
we had reception and we knew like roughly where we were.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were on the streets by then pretty much. But we took a wrong turn and followed the trail down about 1k from where we were meant to turn off, and then we turned around and Joe was pretty good. He was checking the map all the time and telling us where to go.
Yep.
And he picked up on it and we just turned around, went back.
Okay.
Continued on, yeah. But yeah, Arthur struggled a bit. He probably could have been a bit more prepared. I think that
Struggled.
he didn't bring any I think because he thought it was 22 Ks. Doesn't sound that far.
Yep.
But it ended up taking us 2 hours 40.
Fuck.
So
Okay.
I had water and gels, and everyone else had water and gels, but Arthur didn't have anything. I don't think.
Thinking it's a midweek long run.
Yeah.
A part of the program on concrete, 24 Ks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have made the exact same mistake.
Yeah. Well, then it was meant to be 22 Ks, ended up being 27 Ks. So
On the trails as well.
on the trails. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Learning experience, that one.
definitely learning experience. But everyone else had fun, and yeah.
Was it just struggling? Just
Yeah.
as in
By
shit,
the
I
end,
should
yeah.
have bought this.
Yeah, and it's tough. When you get in that headspace as well, it's just you don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's tough. It happens to everyone though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me every Sunday, basically.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went on the trails, I didn't bring anything, but I had a water bottle and a couple of gels. So yeah, it worked out alright though.
You've had some rogue experiences in the Blue Mountains as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you talked about that.
Yeah.
What was the... You told me about a rogue one you
Yeah.
had. It's you couldn't
I did.
get back or something.
Yeah, I did 6 foot track, and I thought that the Jenolan Caves was this big town, and I thought I didn't realize how far Katoomba was from Jenolan Caves. So
How far is it?
well, it's 45 Ks, but to get there by car, you have to go probably close to 100 Ks. Because you go through Oberon and stuff.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I did set out to do that, and I was running along and saw a snake on the track about 10 Ks in.
Did you have a snake bandage? No.
No, I didn't have a snake bandage.
Could have died, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I was on my own as well, and it's so after that I was pretty spooked, and that mindset thing, I just started. It just flipped from being oh, this is cool, let's go do this.
This is the trails.
Yeah. And then it's just oh shit, why am I out here? I'm so underprepared. If something happens to me, I'm stuffed.
Yeah. That actually, some genuine fear ties in at that point.
Yeah.
I would be just shitting it.
Yeah. And then it was really hot, so I had to fill up my bottles from the river, which I think is fine. Everyone does that. And then
I'm not that much of a thinker.
And then by the end of it, it was just not fun. Had to go on some closed trails to get there as well, which I wouldn't recommend anyone to do.
Why? What's it like?
Because they were closed, the trails.
Oh,
were
closed. Okay, right.
washed out. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is just pretty sketchy and pretty dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I got there and it looked like it was pretty busy. There's all these tourists everywhere, and I thought, oh yeah, surely there's buses going from here. And I remember talking to the reception saying oh, when's the next bus leaving? And they're huh?
That's when we get to Eos in Greece and ask for when's the next ferry, and it's in 12 hours or something. But anyway.
Yeah. And I was oh.
Were you just... Yeah.
I was what about taxis or Uber? And they were nah. Then I had to call Beck, and she drove all the way out to get me and then drove all the way back. It was
girlfriend of the...
Yeah.
You would have been in strife.
Yeah, absolutely.
How far is the?
Oh, I should have just got it. Like, I would have had to get a taxi, but it would have been like $300 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would have taken probably just as long.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's a big call-out fee.
Mm.
Because the Genolan case is in the middle of nowhere. But, yeah. What about you, Smitty? How's your week been?
That's a phenomenal segue. I feel like I got so many more questions about that. Oh, it's good. This can be one of those educational episodes where we teach you exactly what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
No, I feel like, a lot wiser from the experience, though.
Yeah. Gives you a bit more respect for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Otherwise, you're just sort of showing up being like, oh, there's some trails there. Let's just keep going for a while.
Exactly.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks, Dom, for that recap. My recap is nowhere near as comprehensive or interesting as that. I'm still well in sort of, call it recovery and mental reset mode. So training has been, I've kind of been enjoying just not having any sessions to worry about, not having to G myself up mentally. It's been a good 2 weeks. This will be the 3rd week after the marathon of sort of resetting and just seeing where I'm at. And I do enjoy this mental reset time.
Yeah.
To just, relax a bit. So just been jogging around. If I can go through, it's like being 45 minutes. Then, so Monday's been easy. Tuesday's normally actually been, instead of a session, like a plyometrics that I haven't been doing.
Oh.
But that's my own fault.
Have you done any plyometrics? No, come on, Smitty.
I know, it's poor effort.
Yeah.
It's a poor effort.
Yeah. What exercises would they be? If in a perfect world when Smitty's doing his plyometrics?
I'd have to get my phone. We can cut that out. As I said, I'm in, mental reset mode. Yeah. So any activity that requires me to use my brain, being like, okay, how do I do? Okay, I have to do this. Let's watch this video. And I'm like, no. Which is not good because in the morning I could definitely do it, but then the day drags on and I'm like, I'm not in the mood to try anything new. I'm gonna read a book.
Yeah.
And go to bed.
Yeah.
And that's it. But that's just me. I've come to accept that.
Well, there's neural connections in your brain or something.
Yeah. There are a few of them.
It just does.
Much more for the engineer mind over here.
But you follow the same pathways that are familiar.
It's 100%.
And it's a lot harder to make new ones, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's running is just like Nova Blast over there, put the shoes on, out the door. Plyometrics, I've never done it before. My brain's like,
Yeah.
What? Are you trying to freaking do origami? It's not even, anyway. But it's true, you really have to it's like when you started running.
Yeah.
You have to engage, you have to think, you're thinking about all different things, am I running too fast? Or,
Yeah.
How far do I go? That's actually one of the good things about having, getting coached is so much of the mental work's not there anymore. You
Yeah.
can just focus on running. But, you notice that doing anything new, right?
Yeah.
There's always a resistance period.
Yeah.
Where it feels like, even at work,
It just changes,
Yeah, even at work, for example, you try doing any kind of deeper thinking or stuff that's outside of what you normally do is okay, I have to sit down and
yeah,
not do other stuff or the stuff I'm conditioned to do.
But
yeah,
if you did that same task once a week though,
yeah,
you just wouldn't even think about it.
It's it's like how talking in front of a camera felt for the first bit.
Yeah, definitely.
What was I saying?
You're talking about your plyometrics.
Yeah, that I wasn't doing.
Then Wednesday.
Wednesday, 60 minutes easy. Thursday, 50 minutes, easy. The most intense thing I've been doing is the like hill sprints, but just like to get the legs ticking over. So like I think it was 8 seconds, 6 by 8 seconds, like sprinting up a hill.
8 seconds is a weird number.
It's a weird number,
specific.
yeah. Very specific. We love a bit of specific training.
Yeah.
We do. Which is all right. I like pulled up sore like from doing that.
Yeah.
And it was not much intensity, but I was like sprinting, trying to keep it controlled. But that was good. I think I've been going with wherever you see Breakfast Point I've been going with Mum. So that's a good way to pick it. But then Fridays have normally been a day off, and then Saturday is 60 minutes easy, just cruising along. I'm feeling like I can't tell if it's getting fitness after the marathon or, it's something residual coming in now, or I'm just really well rested because I feel like jogging around just pretty fit and keen to actually get into training.
Yeah.
Could be a combination of not doing any sessions as well and you've been jogging around, so everything feels fresh.
Yeah.
But my legs are pulled up really, like I don't feel, actually obviously too soon to tell, but my legs don't feel fatigued. I feel like I can go into sessions, so
Yeah.
not the same. Definitely bounce back quicker than the last marathon I did, but that was over like, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of sessions and training in between. But yeah.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. Like, I reckon the worst I felt was after the first marathon I did.
Yeah.
Even like the 12-hour or any other race, I could never felt that bad after. And maybe it's just like your body gets used to that. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's
Probably
very,
not.
it's very, I feel my mind like makes all these connections that aren't there.
Yeah.
Like with running and improving fitness. It's like the machine, where it's like, this result happened,
but you just
because of this.
You just don't
like,
know.
Yeah. Like, there's this book called Fooled by Randomness, which I'm reading at the moment, and it's just going through more of the biases that we have, similar to thinking fast and slow.
Oh yeah.
It's just like going through all this stuff, and it just makes you realize, fuck, so much is bullshit. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You're just like, you can that's why like trial and error is good, because you just look to the result, and I don't try and understand it. Sally knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sally's done the research and looking at the data and saying, this is what you can handle in terms of load, and goes through. I'm just like, what's the session? And I enjoy that. I'm obviously learning a lot through Sally, but to say that I understand what's going on is probably very inaccurate.
Yeah.
I just know when I'm getting fitter, basically.
Yeah.
And enjoying the sessions and all those sorts of things. Anyway, what was I saying? So just been jogging around, more of the same. So up to 60 minutes jogging around on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, same, 55 minutes jogging. Tuesday was 51. Oh, that was with Mum, so it was meant to be a day off, and more plyometrics. And then leaves us to today, which was 2 laps around the bay, one with Hayden, our good friend, and one with Adrian, our other good friend. It's good to just have a chat and jog, but I'm keen to get back to training.
Yeah.
I'm getting toey now.
Yeah.
When you're just getting toey, and
Definitely.
like when I was training for the marathon, I was thinking, I'm sick of training at this point. Like, this is a grind. Still enjoying it, but at the same time, like, I need a break.
Yeah.
But then you take a break and you're like, I miss training.
Yeah.
Which is a good sort of
Litmus
indicator.
test,
Yeah, it's a good indicator. It's like, if you really, I've been with the quiet time and not like getting caught up in sessions and all this stuff. I've had good time to just think and sort of reflect and stuff like that. And I'm drawn to training
Yeah.
and I'm drawn to like going after, getting better.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's a good feeling, like feeling your fitness improve. And like, it doesn't matter if you're like the fittest you've ever been, even, or you're just coming back from fitness. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I love that feeling.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. And it's nice to know that like all this training we've done is just sitting there. Like it's not like, even if you take some time off, you can get back there. But I'm keen to break 16 minutes in the 5K, see if I can do it. I don't know what training looks like in the future. Oh, when did I go? On Sunday, I went out to Centennial and did a bit of trails, like the outer. That was really like getting in there about sunrise. Weather was really good. It's just so nice.
Yeah,
it was so nice. Even just being out there, I haven't been listening to like music or anything. Just out there, sort of letting the mind unwind, which has been good, and just been on my own as well. Which is weird. Like I was enjoying training with people, for sure. Like it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like training on your own sometimes is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I think a bit of both.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Training on your own for too long is like, you just love, too much time in your own head is a big one. You don't want to get in your own head too much.
Yeah.
But keen to get back to training. We'll keep you posted on what it looks like. No doubt it'll be some crazy, I don't know, we'll see, actually. We'll see. But that's it from me. You were out at Bondi for the mighty Ned Brockman coming in.
Yep.
How was that?
It's pretty cool, yeah. Crazy to see like so many people just getting around
running.
One man.
Yeah.
Running, yeah. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But
where were you at sort of
near, like, I don't know, the outdoor gym, sort of just down from the, like, near the finish line, probably, I don't know, 200 metres from the finish line where you cross the tape. Yeah. But, it's pretty crazy. They had, like, a van sort of come past, and then he was, like, right behind it. But he just looked cooked. Like, yeah.
I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah.
See, like, what that was like.
Yeah.
Because I just can't. I was talking to Hayden and Adrian this morning. Just being like, I can't imagine. I honestly just can't imagine.
Like, just doing, like, back to back to back. It's just, like, imagine how sore you feel, after running a marathon or, like, a big race.
I cry about training, like, 80-minute tempo or something. I know the intensity is different, but it's almost like... But he's still running 5:30, 6-minute pace.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, yeah.
Like, still solid. Yeah. But even if it's slower, it's like more like, I can just imagine every step must be like torture.
Yeah.
I don't know how, I honestly don't know how, like, obviously huge support and it's for a good cause, raising lots of money, all those sorts of things, but when you're just that, like, cooked, I don't know how you wouldn't just be like, throw in the fucking towel.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It'd be
especially
very interesting.
Like, he had, like, some pretty bad injuries as well. Like, if I had, like, something like that happen, I'd be like, nah, like, I don't know, I'm throwing the towel in. Like,
mate, I was in the marathon and my mind came up with some excuse to pull out. Apparently my Achilles was in all sorts when it wasn't. It's just like...
Crazy.
I honestly don't know. But it really, it shows you, it definitely shows you how much your mind gets in the way and how crazy your body actually is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see someone do it. Like,
it's ridiculous. Like, I don't envy what his body's going through, but voluntarily him putting himself in that situation is like, it's pretty inspiring.
Definitely, yeah.
And also, it's not like he's had some crazy ultra background as well.
No,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
it's
just all the mind.
It's just grit.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he did plenty of preparation for it.
Well, he did preparation. He had his crew and all those things, but he's not like do you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't been training for years for it specifically. He's kind of just said, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And watch me do it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So,
So that's up next for you then. Perth to Bondi.
Perth to Bondi. You would not catch me doing a single one of those 100k days. Maybe it's fuck no, it's ridiculous. Would you ever do? What's the craziest? You've done crazy races already, and you've got one crazy race coming up. Is there anything that draws you to something ridiculous?
I think like it'd be good to do a 100-miler one day, but
almost done that on the track.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather do it like
a
on
trail
the trails.
race.
Yeah. But to be honest, like I don't know. I think at the moment I'm kind of keen to get back into the shorter stuff. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. You don't always have to be running further and further. You can just focus on something and do it well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think looking at it's a good example. Like looking at Ned, it's a good example of how crazy you can go, and like as in how far you can go. But it's kind of like, even in one of his posts he was saying it's more about just like doing the marathon if you want to, doing things you want to do but not necessarily think you can do because your mind's getting in the way.
Yeah.
It's not like a call to go out and just do ridiculous things and punish yourself. I think it's the extreme case of that.
Yeah.
But I think the message is very clearly similar to like David Goggins' message. Is like, you just, if you want to do something, your mind gets in the way a lot.
Yeah.
And you normally grow from those kind of experiences, but that's a lot. That's like on another level of craziness.
So nuts.
Yeah, it was an interview with his mum, and I think it was on Channel 9, and she was just like, you don't understand the instinct of like being a mother, seeing your son like punish himself, but also trying to support him. And she was just saying like how it was like not terrible, but like so hard to watch. Yeah, because he was just in agony for a lot of it. But the instinct is to be like, fuck, stop doing this. Yeah. But obviously she transcended that and was just supported him, which I found pretty cool. Yeah. A lot of Australia won't ever forget that.
It's pretty cool.
That event.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's my thoughts on it. Yeah. You have any additional thoughts or?
Yeah, I guess. Any shout outs?
Any shout outs? Shout out to Adrian for getting back on the wagon and going back to consistency pretty much. He really seems like the bloke's got the most ridiculous work schedule. Yeah. And I think people underestimate how much like paramedics get put through the ringer. Absolutely. Mentally and the shit they see.
Yeah. Being like a policeman or a paramedic.
It's like...
Yeah.
Very... we need them. And the stress of the job is ridiculous. Yeah. So... Shout out to Adrian, not that much from running, but more from being a paramedic, especially with the conversations I've had with him this morning about some of the shit they have to go through. It's fucked. But anyway, that's not a relevant running one, but that's my shout out. Cool. Yeah, and that's all. Yeah. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Unless you got anything.
Shout out, Jono Crosby. Saw him down at Ned's run.
Yes.
He said he's been listening to the podcast, which is pretty cool to hear, because that's like I don't know Jono that well.
Jono, mate, thanks for listening.
Yeah, but he's just gotten into like running recently. Yeah, he did the Goggins challenge.
Is that what is that one again? The 4 bars? I don't know. It's like you run every
4 hours. Yeah, I think you do like 4 miles or something.
Yeah, okay.
And then it ends up being a special distance. I don't know. But yeah, he did that. And then he ran up Mount Cannablis in Orange recently as well, which I can't remember what the event's called. But that was like a 50k race he did, which is pretty cool. And then he's got his eyes set on running Cosy Miler, which
What's
is
that one?
down in Kosciuszko.
Yep.
There's a 100-mile race in December.
Jeez.
Yeah, which...
Good luck. How?
Yeah.
He's recently... Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to tackle straight away.
Yeah.
But if we take inspiration from Ned, I mean...
Yeah, I think
do it,
absolutely. But pretty cool to see if he can do it. Like, he's only like just started running probably within the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And gone from like 0 to 100 miles pretty quickly.
Literally, that's not just a saying in a rap song.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jono. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Call it. Thanks, Dom.
Yeah, thank you, Smitty.
All right. Until
And
next
thank
time.
you, listener.
Thank you,
for
listener.
listening.
Well, still working on a sponsor. Send us an email. We'll check it every now. Oh,
Who do you want to sponsor us this week?
Don't know. Just there's a certain polo that I'm wearing that could be good, but got to don't know if that's going to work. Good company, by the way. Fast internet. Might have to cut that. Take care, everyone.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Stay fast. Stay strong.
And stay fast. Thank you. Oh God, we gotta be more professional.
Yeah.